The Woman in the Wedding Dress, a busy bus park in Lagos, Nigeria. It was a hot Wednesday afternoon. People bustled through the Oyota bus park, hawkers shouting, engines roaring, dust rising from the tired ground. Nothing unusual until she appeared, a woman wearing a wedding dress, white, laced, torn at the bottom, no shoes, makeup smeared like melted memories. She stood in the middle of the road, dazed, like a ghost who forgot she died. People stared. Phones came out. Someone whispered, "Maybe she ran from the altar." Someone else said, "She must be mad." But no one came close, except one man. His name was Jude, a struggling Kiki driver who had just lost his last passenger fare in a bet he swore was sure odds. He didn't have money, didn't have peace, but he had something that made him step forward: curiosity, and a heart that still worked. "Auntie," he said gently, "are you okay?" She blinked slowly, then collapsed in his arms. He didn't know why he helped. Maybe it was the way her hands trembled, or maybe it was because no one else did. He carried her to his aunt's kiosk nearby, got her water, let her rest. She said her name was Nora. Her voice was small, but what she said was heavy. "I was supposed to get married today, but I didn't show up. I ran because I remembered who I used to be." The story poured like rain. She had grown up in a small village, bright, brilliant, got a scholarship to university, but after a heartbreak, a bad crowd, and years of silence from her family, she had changed. Her fiancé was rich, safe, but something felt off. "He wanted to marry my body," she said, "but not my story." So she left, not for drama, not for attention, but to find herself before she disappeared completely. Jude listened, then said something strange. "You don't look mad. You look like someone waking up." She smiled for the first time. That evening, she took off the dress, wore one of Jude's aunt's wrappers, ate a rice with too much pepper, and slept on a mat in peace. The next morning, something even stranger happened. Nora stayed, not out of pity, out of purpose. She helped Jude clean his broken-down Kiki, sold recharge cards at the kiosk, laughed for no reason, started praying out loud in Yoruba and English like a mad prophetess on fire. People said she was mad, but some began sitting beside her to listen. Weeks turned to months. Nora became known as the woman who ran in white, a mysterious symbol, a second chance in human form. She started a group for abused women, helped runaway girls find home again, spoke in churches with her old wedding dress folded under her arm, not to shame her past, but to show what she escaped with her soul. And Jude, he found peace, not love, not yet, but peace. And sometimes that's bigger. You never know what someone is running from or running toward, but when they stop running and start healing, that's where real stories begin.